I know you enjoyed. This is one of the things when I called her. I said, "Guess who's coming? And who's going to be singing?" And
I know.
yeah, and she heard you on another show, and so I'm not even going to cut to break because I know y'all have been watching the show, and we want to end with a bang, and also in the Christmas mood that we're trying to do. So WT is coming back here, and he's going to sing some songs for us. We're going to talk to him briefly, and that's how we're going to end the show. And so
what she said about that, about family, was so important, about the home. It's just what a wonderful thing to be able to enhance someone's home, and during the holiday season, it's so perfect because, you know, we put up all these decorations, and but it's only when we really are expressing amongst ourselves that we are decorating our lives by getting rid of all the old baggage. And we were talking earlier about the fact that this Christmas is such a hard Christmas because of the fact that we are in a depression, and so many people will not have the kind of Christmas that their parents may have wanted them to have, or that they wanted to have. I think that being grateful is the only thing that I've ever learned that makes it right, even in the hardest times. Being grateful for what you do have. You know, my son said, "Daddy, I promise I won't. You know, if you buy this for me, I'll play with it from now to the end of the year." And I said, "No, you won't." He goes, "Oh, really? I will. It'll be." I said, "You know,
it'll be my only toy.
It'll be my only toy. I just really want this." And and I thought, and I told him, I said, this was last Christmas. I said, if you remain grateful for what you had to do to get this toy, how many A's you brought home, and if you remain grateful for all the wonderful things that you accomplished in order to get this, then it will stay new to you. And every time he started to put it down, he would look at it and he would say, "I worked so hard for that." And then he would continue. So he did for a whole year. He kept up playing with this particular toy. And I'm so glad because it was so expensive. so I am grateful. I am grateful.
The toy happened to have a radio monitor that says, "Dad is coming. You better play with me quick." Yeah.
No, it had a price tag that screamed, "Oh my God!"
Well, it must have been a computer. It must have been an Xbox or something.
It was one of those. Yes,
okay,
it really
now,
was.
Okay, now that's something that
it's
they
the
will.
gift that keeps on giving, right?
Now he wasn't lying.
Giving it.
Keeps on asking. Yes, it does.
Yeah, keeps on asking
and taking.
Yeah.
But I do. I love the fact that during this Christmas holiday season, it's gonna be about attitude, no matter where you are. If you have a good attitude, no matter how hard it might be.
Well, sometimes things that you've got to have adversity.
At
least
it makes you stronger.
That is what forges your whole spirit. If you don't, it's like your muscles. If you don't ever lift weights, then they don't get stronger. So when you have adversity in your life and you're picking up that weight of it and working with it and working through it, what you come out at the end is a much better person.
Yeah.
And learning, and it makes you stronger. I guess that other saying, I know it's not a proverb, that which doesn't
kill us makes us stronger.
Makes us stronger.
But you know what? Sometimes that doesn't help people to see it that way because it's hurting so bad right at that moment. But what they need to, what I've had to learn is that sometimes it's not, we feel punished. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? Well, sometimes when I go into my garden, I prune back the dead stuff. I prune it back so that in the following season it'll fruit or it'll flower better than it ever was before. So sometimes you have to look at it not as punishment but as pruning. If you're just getting rid of dead stuff. I had an old pastor once said, God might bless you, but he can't bless you for the fools you hang with. And so sometimes you got to just let go of dead weight. Mm-hmm. Things that get in your way, and not necessarily just people, but just things that you do.
Or old ways of thoughts.
Old thoughts. Stinking thinking is what they call it.
Well, I know that mine has been the not caring about my health, and this year I'm determined to lose weight.
It's the only body you have.
Yeah, I'm going to give it the attention and be grateful for it because I have not honored my body by making it a priority and it does say it's getting older to kind of make you start thinking about it.
If you're going to go there, make sure you choose a way that you can live with, not just a quick solution or a quick thing. It may work to lose the weight, but if you can't live that way,
I've done it before. The Weight Watchers is good for me.
Okay, well then that's good.
I've been on Weight Watchers twice before, and I hate to. But I'm very open about it. I lost 50 pounds one time, and I lost 60 pounds another time, and so it's a good diet. It's one of those diets that you don't have to tell yourself. You don't have to say no on everything. As long as I don't feel like I can't have something, then I'm okay. So I like it. It works for me. Now, other people.
Yeah, but I like pound cake. and I like apple pie, and I
Yeah.
like buttermilk pie,
Yeah.
and I'm getting hungry.
Oh, pie.
And
But I-
WT, you make a phenomenal pound cake.
Thank you. And us, so it's very difficult for me to say
You.
no. Oh.
He's a gourmet cook.
Yeah,
on top of everything
Oh.
else he
Don't tell
does.
that, don't tell that. You see, they're mad. They'll be mad that I didn't bring something with me today.
Yeah. Next, she's gonna bring her burner thing, and you're gonna bring the skillet.
Okay, I'm bringing.
All
I'm
right.
bringing. So anyway, I just think it's so important that we love each other with the best of ourselves, our attitudes being right,
and loving ourselves, but it
and
does
loving
start
yourself,
ourselves.
and loving yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Isn't that great? Isn't that great?
It's the only way to be.
I think so too, Nadine. I think
Yeah.
so too.
So-
what song are we gonna do?
I was just going to ask you, what's your favorite song for Christmas? I mean,
My-
what do you love to sing?
What do I love to sing?
Yeah. Do you have a...
Yeah, I love to. Let's do a Holy Night. Do we have time for two or two or one?
we have two or
Okay,
three.
Okay.
because you also have your new
We'll talk
Christmas
about that. Let's
album,
do this.
right?
Let's do a Holy
okay.
Night, and then we'll do
All
that.
right.
Is that okay? Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error hiding, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. From your knees, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ
WT. And I've got to remind everybody. That you are going to be at the Park Lane over there at Bailey's for them to listen to more of that Christmas art. Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. You find that in your heart to sing. I would think someone with that type of deep talent that you can touch, that's got to be, and you're up there on that in the stage, and you're here with us. But when you're doing, and I know you've done large audiences, that it's just that energy just has to really.
It's the same for me. Do you know that when I'm standing on that stage and I'm thinking the same thing that half them out in the audience, I'm thinking, oh, wow, okay, that worked. Okay, that note worked. That was in tune. Okay, that worked. Because people are so critical sometimes, and they're judging you as you're singing rather than feeling it. But there are some moments that are so powerful that I'm on my toes, hitting those notes and singing, thinking, wow, this really feels great. So it's the same for me. It's not a. I can't. It's not the same. I mean, some people live for the moment, that they live to feel that thing that happens, and for me, it's just fun. I love it so much, and
you can tell.
It's fun for me, So if I'm singing to one person, if I'm
sing
at
to
home,
your wife.
Yes, I do, and when I'm in trouble, it doesn't always work. It doesn't work. She'll say, I'll get done with the song, and she'll say, oh, so what have you done?
See, well, it worked on my mother.
It just doesn't work. The first date I took her on, I took her to the piano to sing for her on our first date, and when it was done, she says, "Oh, that's nice. You hungry? That was nice. You hungry?" And but I learned a lot about women that night. I learned that when you take a girl out on a date to dinner, she doesn't eat the whole day, so she can fit into that dress.
Right.
Okay? So she's hungry. The poetry, all that other stuff doesn't mean nothing
You
to her.
really love your wife.
She thinks, yeah. She's thinking, my name is John. Can I take your order? That's all she wants to hear.
But afterwards,
she said to me, you need to tell. I hate it when you tell that story. You tell people that when you were 18 years old and you did that, you did not sing then like you do now, and it really was cute, and I really was hungry.
Well, really, and you know what, your wife and you, that's a love story. I mean, and when you go to your site, you talk about romance and love, and you really have a deep connection with your wife. That is so
We've been
beautiful.
Together since we were 17 and 18, and we don't always like each other, but we always love each other. And we have been through a lot together. We have been through many,
and you've got
two children, and we homeschooled our kids so they could travel with us or whenever that was possible, but really just to understand, to teach them how to learn. It's one thing to go to school and spit back all the information, but
gosh, y'all were children when you met, and you've just grown up together.
You couldn't have told us at 17, 18 we were kids.
Right.
You know everything at 18.
Right.
You know everything.
Right.
But yeah, we've been together for a very. What are you trying to say, Kathy?
No, I'm.
What are you trying to?
No, but
where are you going? Where are you going?
It's just so evident. So that happiness comes out, and what I'm trying to say is in your music and in your website when it comes to the romance. I don't feel like you're sitting there going, "What would this feel like if I was in love?" It's like, I feel this.
Yeah.
I know this. I've experienced this. And so that explains it, because you do have you've been with them a long time. You have a mature love, and that is some of the.
You don't know how much you love somebody until you've been with them when they were sick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, really life-threatening ill, and then you have to serve them. You don't know how much you love a person, even if as a parent, it's a whole other creature. You're supposed to love them, and you have a different place in your heart. But the person that you choose to be married to, when you get up every day, it's a choice to love and to be and to grow, because love is growth.